Okay, let's see here. 180 a squared x to the 7th square rooted. What do we got to do here? We need to break it down. First things first. The letters are easy to deal with. They're already in exponential form. So I can already break those out. No problem. But what I need to do is break down the 180. And how do we break it down? Prime factorization. Break it down, upside down division, all the way down. 2, 90, 2, 45, 3, 15, 3, 5, 1, and you're done. Okay? So, what do you have? You have, and watch. Watch. I mean, you did this, right? Use it. 2 for 1. 2 for 1. 1 left in. Okay? Now I got to deal with this. So I've got 2 times 3, which is 6, right? And the square root of 5. And now I need to deal with 2 divided by 2 is 1, with none left inside. 7 divided by 2 is 3, with 1 left inside. Okay? Very simple. Just one step at a time. Trading 2 for 1, 2 for 1, or dividing the exponents by 2. Whichever way you think is easiest. Okay? Nine xy cubed square rooted minus 4x cubed y to the 5th square rooted. This one's a fun one because we've got to break it down. Okay? First things first, that's 3 squared xy cubed, 2 squared x cubed y to the 5th. I'm just kind of writing them like that. Of course, these go here, and of course that goes there. But now we just kind of read it out. Trade 2 for 1 outside. Can't trade, but I can trade 2, and we leave 1 inside, right? Along with the x. Okay? 2 for 1 outside. Sometimes I get ahead of myself. 2 for and 1 inside. We get to trade. 2 goes into 5 twice with 1 left over. We're still subtracting, right? Look. This and this are the same. Know what we did last chapter? No, not last chapter. Last semester? Factoring. So, we want to factor it out. We want to take out the square root of xy. And what do we leave in? 3y minus 8xy squared. Okay? We got time. Alright, now it's time for multiplying and dividing. Multiplying. 5x squared y cubed times 125 x y squared. Here's the cool thing about this. When we're multiplying two roots that are the same, it's like we're multiplying. We can multiply them in any order as long as their exponents were the same, right? Well, this exponent is the same as this one, so it's all in one. Okay? If it's all in one, manipulate it like that. That's really 5 cubed, right? 5 times 5 is 25, times 5 is 125. Well, and another 5? 5 to the 4th. 2 and 1 is 3. 3 and 2 is 5. And now start pulling it out. 2 goes into 4 twice. 2 goes into 3 twice, or once, with 1 left over. 2 goes into 5 twice, with 1 left over. Okay, but that's not on the test, so that would be. Okay? So you just kind of combine them. Okay? This last one, this is nice because it's division. Division's always cool. Alright. 2 and 8, 8, 2. Okay. One thing you have to know though. Okay, I'm going to put it up here. It's not on, you won't figure it out until the back side of this test, but I want you to know right now. You can't have the square root of x in the bottom. You can't. Okay? It's just not allowed. You can't have an irrational number in the bottom. So, how do we get it to be not irrational or not a radical in the bottom? Well, we could square it, but that would be wrong, right? If you squared it, 1 would still stay as 1, and you'd be 1 over x. And 1 over x, or say 1 over the square root of 4, is 1/2, right? Not 1/4. So you can't just square it. It doesn't work that way. But what you can do is multiply it by itself. Because what happens is, this is 1 square root x over the square root of x squared. And what happens to the square root of x squared, remember? Square root cancels the square, right? So now I get 1 square root x is equal to the square root of x over x. So that's an important rule to remember. Okay? And how to get there is more important. Now when we do this one, it's a little bit more simple than that. And remember, this could have been written like this. It's still the square root of all of it. Because multiplying, dividing, they're the same thing, right? Just in a different order. So, now what you always do is break it down. Okay? So I tell my wrestlers, break them down, then turn it. Okay? Same thing here. Break it down, then turn it. Okay? Break it down means how many times does 2 go into 2? Once. How many times does 2 go into 8, 8, 2? 4, 4, 1, right? Okay? So I've got the square root of 1 over the square root, over 4, 4, 1. Which is really the square root of 1 over the square root of 4, 4, 1. Which is 1 over, what is the square root of 4, 4, 1? Well, I guess we better break it down, right? 4, 4, 1, broken down. Does 2 go into it? No, but does 3? 4 plus 4 plus 1 is what? 9. 9 is divisible by 3, so 4, 4, 1 is divisible by 3. Remember your tricks. Okay? 3 goes into it how many times? 1 with 1 left over. How many times is it? 14? 4 with 2 left over. And how many times into 21? 7. Alright, 147. Okay, we'll try 3 again. Well, 1 plus 4 is 5, plus 7 is 12. 3 goes into 12, so it'll work. Alright, 3 goes into 14 how many times? 4 with 2 left over. And then how many times into 27? 9. Now do we see something happening here? How about 7 and 7? Trade 2 for 1 and 1. So what do you get? 3 times 7. So what do you get? 1 over 21. Okay? Not too bad.